Pre-party for the 3rd annual Concert for the Heroes. Can you believe it? They're letting us do it a 3rd time. We've got a couple things, some housekeeping stuff to go through. I just real quick want to thank everybody for coming out. In particular, the volunteers that have been out here for the last freaking week, putting the grounds together, putting this entire property together. Tim Petrachek for putting where you at, Tim? Tim's somewhere out here. And Kevin for putting the sporting clays course together for everybody to go out and break some clays. Gooch, Casper, Juan, Jimmy, who am I missing? Everybody that's been out here, truly appreciate, and Stephanie, and Stephanie. Appreciate everybody coming out to make this happen. We're gonna have a couple thousand people out here tomorrow, but this is kind of an intimate setting for our top sponsors, supporters, volunteers, and our veterans to come out. So we truly appreciate everybody coming out tonight.
Also, a really quick thanks to Lot 9 Brewing Company and Shell Ring Brewing Company. They've always been long supporters for the FOB, and we really, really appreciate both of you all coming out tonight and supporting us. So please enjoy the festivities with us as well. What's that? And then a big thanks to May River Services over here, Tim and Dana and team, putting the Low Country Boil out here tonight. So again, a big round of applause. With that being said, we'll bring Kevin Severe out here to show that his team ended up winning because he stacked the deck.
Absolutely.
But over to you.
I'm not this tall. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. That's more my height. All right, we want to thank everybody that came out to shoot with us today. We had a great turnout, great weather. We would have asked for maybe a little bit less wind. That was made the already difficult targets a little bit sporty. So we had a great time with those targets. Want to recognize our individual high shooters, and then we're going to recognize the teams that were the best teams. We didn't know how the best way to do the teams. What we did was almost like a golf tournament. We took best ball, so whoever was the highest shooter on the squad per stand, that was the team score for that stand. So if somebody shot an 8, that was the score. If somebody shot a 5, that was the score. Whatever the highest score was out of everybody, that's how we did that. So as far as individual shooters, 3rd place, Bill, I don't know your last name. It didn't go on the scorecard. You were shooting on the team with Gary, David, and Daniel. Bill, 3rd place with a 77. Outstanding shoot today. Good job. 2nd place, we stole the guy over at Turkey Hill and said, hey, you need to quit for the day and come over and play on the real course. And so we sent Chris Sugar out on the course with us today. Chris, 2nd place with a 79. Outstanding. And I won't lie, I'm happy with who the 1st place shooter was. It was my son with an 83. So Lance Severe with an 83. Good job over there. All right, so as far as teams win, again, we had some pretty close teams. 4th place, I'll go with 4th place because they were close on 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. 4th place was the team of Will, Roland, Mason, and Mike with an 81 overall total score out of 100, 81 on that score. 3rd place, the team of Tim, Brandon, and Carl shot an 82. And then 2nd place, Gary, Bill, David, and Daniel shot an 83 out of 100. And then Lance, myself, Shane, Big Daddy, and then Mr. Sugar from Turkey Hill, we shot a 93. So we set the bar a little high on that one. Sorry, we apologize, but we had a good time. So again, thank you for everybody that came out to support us this year. We look to have a few more Sporting Clays events over the course of the year, and we appreciate all your support. Thank you so much.
Hello. Before we close this out and we go into dinner, I wanted to take a moment to introduce one of our veterans, Tom McCaffrey. Some of you might know, last October was the 40th anniversary of the Beirut bombing. And Tom is one of our surviving Beirut Marines that was out there. And we interviewed him last year, if you saw any of our videos. And he just wanted to come up and say a few words before we get started with dinner.
Thank you, Stephanie. How you all doing? May I have a moment of silence for two Marines that just passed? May I have a moment of silence for two Marines that had just passed away within the past couple weeks? One being that Mel Honeycut, former Marine, Beirut veteran, who passed away last week, and our former 29th Commandant Marine Corps, General Al Gray. All right, thank you very much. I was introduced with OPFOB just a couple of years ago, and I was so inspired by this place that a few of my Beirut veterans, we wanted to do something for the Beirut survivors, and we came up with this name called 2veterans, because it takes 2 veterans to get anything accomplished instead of by yourself. And so our mission was to pay for a Gold Star family member 100% their travel and their hotel accommodations for the 40th anniversary. Well, when I was telling JR this last summer, he says to me, he goes, would you happen to have a second family in mind? And I said, why? He goes, because we'll cover it. And I was just blown away by the generosity coming from his heart about this place, that they would think of another family to support. And I said, yeah, we will find one. And we did. And we didn't just bring one family or two. We ended up being able to bring 3 this year to cover 100%. And so because of that, we want to be able to give something back to OPFOB. And so this is the plaque that we came up with, and it's signed by the General Gray, who had just passed away 2 weeks ago. And this is our poster from our. So this is for you, JR. And here's the challenge coin from from the 10th Marines, Charlie Battery.
Thanks, brother.
Sure thing.
Look at that thing. It's going on the Wall of Fame right there.
Thank you, and all enjoy. Have a great weekend, gentlemen. Thank you.
Tim, y'all ready? All right, once it hits the table, get in line. Enjoy the night.
Say grace.
Bless the food.
All right, we ready? Get it going. Yes, sir. You gonna sing one, JR? You gonna sing one? Yeah. Jimmy.
Not a chance.
Jimmy's the singer. You guys could do like a duet.
Love stinks. Unless it's Careless Whisper, I don't know any.
Yeah, we can do Careless Whisper.